guys, what about today? I am Luana, and today we keep this series by talking about a quiet but massive shift in human thought. One of those moments when humanity pauses and goes, wait, maybe the problem isn't the universe, maybe it's us. At first, philosophers were obsessed with nature, like water, fire, air, atoms, movement, the origin of everything. It was bold, it was necessary, it was impressive, but there comes a point where staring at the sky doesn't solve the conflicts happening on the ground. And that's when the turn happens. The question changes. Before it was, what is the world made of? Now it becomes, how should we live? That sounds simple, but it's not. That questions just disrupts everything. You know, Cities grow, politics appears, social life becomes complicated, and understanding matter is no longer enough. People need to understand human behavior, choices, mistakes, virtues, limits, and most importantly, responsibility. In this context, knowledge stops being just about knowing facts and starts being about knowing how to act, how to live in society, how to deal with other without turning everything into chaos. Philosophy comes down from the sky and walks into the streets, and yes, that bothers people. And because thinking about your own life hurts more than thinking about stars, looking inward requires courage and it forces you to admit ignorance, like B. Edward in some videos that she recorded. To face contradictions, and human hate to do that. They always have, and no one in the entire universe will say that love admit that they are wrong, they are ignorant, that they are not perfect, or something like that. And this new kind of philosophy starts questioning traditions, laws, and customs that people follow without thinking. And the moment you question what everyone calls normal, you become a problem, an inconvenience with legs. But that inconvenience is necessary because without it, there is no ethics, no conscious politics, no real citizenship. Here's the key idea: living well is not about living on autopilot, and it's about choosing. And every choice has consequences. You can no longer blame the gods, the fate, or the universe. Responsibility starts landing directly on the individual. And that changes everything. And I love to say that one thing changes everything. Truth stops being something purely external and becomes something built through dialogue, reflection, and the clash of ideas. It's uncomfortable, but it's freeing. And notice something important. This philosophy doesn't hand you ready-made answers. It asks questions, and uncomfortable ones, and questions that follow you after the video ends. If you don't feel at least slightly uneasy, you miss the point. And guys, thinking hurts sometimes, but not thinking costs a lot more. And this turning point marks the beginning of a more human, more practical, and more dangerous philosophy. because when people start thinking for themselves, structures shake, power gets nervous, authorities lose patience, but that's how story moves forward, and in the next episodes of our series that we are doing, we'll dive into the figures who pushed this shift to its limits. People who paid a high price for teaching others how to think, in a very literal price. And then you decide: stay comfortable in ignorance or step into the beautiful chaos of thinking for yourself, And if you're liking of our series about the brain, philosophy, psychology, the story of thinking, please just don't give up on me, please. Give us a like, subscribe there, so you can receive the other videos of our series when I post it. So that's it. Thank you so much for continuing our series. It's hard to work in this series because it's hard to search, and to do manuscripts while you are studying in school and making projects and writing books and doing your homework and doing everything that our teenager gives to us, and ask from us. And thank you so much. I am almost we are almost 100 guys, so thank you so much for that. And that's it. See you in the next video. Kisses and bye bye.